All right, let's talk good football. Monday night, Ravens 7-3 at the Chargers, Ravens 7-4 at the Chargers, who are 7-3. You have the best offense in the NFL coming off a very disappointing loss against the Steelers, where they're held to a season low in yards and points, against one of the more resurgent teams in the NFL, and the Chargers, who win with defense, making smart play, and a Jim Harbaugh coach team. It's also the almost annual Harbaugh Bowl, or Horror Bowl.
Say it again.
Harbaugh
Bowl.
I'm excited for this one, the Harbaugh matchup regardless. This is going to be a great quarterback game. Two really good offenses. What do the Ravens do? And is this Chargers defense legit enough? After they found just a way to escape against the Bengals in that second half comeback, what do they do against Lamar and the Ravens?
Listen to my words here. I love what Jim Harbaugh has done. And I knew he was going to do it with the Chargers. All of us knew. If you're not a hater, you knew what was going to happen. He was going to show up. This is his MO, no matter where he is. College, NFL. He shows up. He makes your team overnight more physical, tougher, instant. That's what he brings. This is what we're talking about, Gerard Mayo. Like, what do you bring, bro? Harbaugh brings that. He's going to make your team tougher, okay? They run the ball by committee. They're pretty much the Ravens before Derrick Henry showed up. They got all them old Ravens running backs. They run the ball by committee. They don't have great receivers, but all their receivers block. They're physical. Yeah. Lad can play. Like they're real deal, Holyfield at receiver. Tough. Defense, much better. Much more competent under this coach than the last coach. This is what Harbaugh brings. And with all of these things, it makes their star – Justin Herbert more efficient. This is what I would love for New England to do with Drake May. Build around him in this way. Give him a solid running game. Give him a solid offensive line. Give him a solid defense. And then just have elite coaching. And I think Drake May can be even better if he's more efficient. You're not as dependent on Drake May as you are right now. The Chargers used to be too dependent on Justin Herbert. Now he's more efficient, and his numbers are better, and they're playing better. Love what Jim Harbaugh is doing. With all that being said, man, some things you just can't quantify. Lamar Jackson's one of them. I'm sorry. I mean, the blueprint that the Chargers have, I want the Patriots to follow. That's how good the blueprint is. But damn it, man. Some things the Lord just took his time with, okay? And you can't even explain, like, how did this person do that? That's Lamar Jackson. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think the Chargers are going to be in control of this game. I think it's going to feel like the Chargers are going to win this game. And then I think Lamar is going to do something in the end. Get you in field goal range, score a touchdown. It's going to be something amazing. Throw, run, we don't know. Give me Lamar 27, Chargers 26. Walk off.
Ooh,
I don't even know how they're going to do it. I don't even know. I don't know. Is it a field goal? Because all of a sudden Justin Tucker can't kick anymore. So I don't know what's going on. But maybe Lamar will kick the game winner. Something's going to happen where Lamar is literally the difference in this game. I'll go 27-26. Best game of the week.
This is where I'm intrigued because the Chargers defense is great, but their last 4 wins, Saints, Browns, Titans, Bengals. Bengals most impressive of them all because that's a legit offense.
Because that's a game they would have lost, in the past too.
And you have the best quarterback and wide receiver in the league this year too.
That's right.
And yeah, there was almost a comeback in the second half, but you win that.
Yep.
I want to find quality wins, and that's what separates it. This Ravens defense is so bad. I don't know what you get from them.
Yeah.
And as we saw from Justin Herbert, now can he put it together 4 quarters? If he does, this defense can't get stops. Here's containing Lamar Jackson. If there's anyone that can do it, you think of the best defense in the league, one of. But then think about when the Ravens match up with the Broncos and they drop 41 on them. And that's where I go, well, I just go back and forth on this the whole time. Again, it's Lamar on a long week of prep.
Yep.
Coming off an embarrassing loss where Todd Monken took the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands, which is unspeakable. Where can you win this one? Mm-hmm. And like you said, Chargers like to win at the line of scrimmage. That's where the Ravens are going to have to push it.
That's right.
Especially using their offensive line, their run game.
Yep.
And their guys against a really good Charger secondary. This Ravens defense is so bad, but with 2 really good coaches, I don't know where to go. I like your 27-26 call. And now with Justin Tucker being normal and human, that is a huge gap.
It's strange to see.
For this Ravens team. 27-26. I don't think it gets that high scoring. I'll go 24-22. Chargers win.
Oh, so we have similar games, but you're on the Charger side.
Yeah.
Tucker worries you.
I mean, that is something that is a weapon when you have a kicker that has that range. But it's just the reliability, and he's not even that reliable anymore.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
He's missed 6 field goal attempts. Like, what is going on? Extra points aren't a given.
I guess age.
Finally came down to earth.
Yeah.
But you have a Chargers team that executes. Talk about what they do with the offensive line.
Yeah.
And it's how good this defense is. Now, I went with the defense in the Steelers-Browns matchup, and that shot me in the foot.
Yeah.
Where I was perplexed by that. In this game, Ravens, it'll probably be a home game for them out in L.A., to be honest. It's like there's no home crowds in L.A.
Yeah.
This offense coming off being embarrassed, but I just think where the Chargers can get stops, we know they can get stops. And if they even like just hold it for a half against the Ravens and make it a big gap that's tough for Baltimore to come back in and still get stops on the other end, with how bad this defense is, I think the Chargers got it.
Do you care about the Harbaugh Bowl aspect of this? The last time these two played was a Super Bowl. Remember, Beyonce turned off all the lights at halftime. That was
Stole
a strange
the momentum
game.
from the 49ers.
But, I mean, do you care? Do you buy into that stuff? Do you care?
Yeah, I mean, it matters. You know it matters for these guys. They want to beat their brother.
Yeah.
That family of, like, football history, but...
Which Harbaugh do you like the most?
Oh.
I like Jim. Because he's psycho. John, I think is psycho, but
guy.
like normal-ish.
Jim's a weirdo.
Jim's a weird psychopath who, I mean, I get along with him great.
I'll go John. My middle name is John, so I like John Harbaugh.
He picked John. I picked Jim.
See, you know.
No, you picked
John. I literally just picked John. I said John.
Yeah, you're right. No, I'm saying in the game.
Oh.
You're picking
I picked Jim in the game.
And I'm picking John in the game.
If John had a defense, if the Ravens had a defense, this would be easy for me. You obviously have the better offense, better players.
Right.
But this Baltimore defense has been such a liability for them week in and week out. That's what worries me.
Which is weird, too, to see from their kicker can't kick and their defense stinks. It's like upside down world in
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
But good at stopping the run. Yeah. But that's also an aspect of you're winning so many games, your opponent isn't running as much.
Right.
So the game script leans. But like really bad pass defense. And we've seen what Justin Herbert's doing with Quentin Johnston.
Yeah.
What Justin Herbert's doing with Ladd McConkey.
Yeah, I like Ladd.
With Josh Palmer, with some of these guys, like what they're making happen. This Baltimore offense is good.
Hey, if it comes down to Justin Herbert, Lamar, someone's got to make a play in the clutch. Who do you trust more?
Oh, we haven't seen it from either.
I know. I mean, I still think I trust Lamar, maybe because of the dual threat ability.
I would think Lamar in those shootout type, like you go back to the Ravens-Bengals game, I would go Lamar.
Yeah, I also think because he possesses the home run hitting ability with a run.
Herbert does too.
Herbert can run, but he's not going to scatter for a 60-yard run, walk-off win style. Lamar can do that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'd lean Lamar here.
We'll see. I mean, it's a 2.5-point spread, so...
Vegas says it's going to be
tight. Tight. Yeah, total right around 52.
Both of our scores are right there. I'm 27-26. Where were you? 22, 24,
22.
Yeah.
But I have Chargers outright.
We're
you have
right
Chargers
there.
covering still, too.
Yeah.
It shows how close this game is.
I'm not betting it. I may bet player props.
If the Baltimore defense overperforms, then I think Baltimore wins it.
Yeah.